You wanted to see us coming down through the alders at the end there. We were like silent ninjas.
In a steamroller.
Yeah.
So it's day 4 of the hunt, and as you can see behind me, there's a little bit of cloud. Now we have been rained in most of the morning, it's about midday, so we're just going to head along to the end of the airstrip here and start doing some glassing. Now the weather has been pretty changeable. Yesterday we had patches of rain and then bright sunshine, saw a lot of game moving around, but the wind wasn't in our favour. This morning the wind is a little bit lower, so rather than working against it, we're going to start glassing the valley the other way, the one I've just shown you now. But still being day 4 into the hunt, still only our second day out hunting due to the weather, but that's one of the things you have to contend with when you're here in the big country. But there's still plenty of animals down there, there's still plenty of hunting to be done, and it just means getting out there, braving the conditions and seeing what we can see. But so far so good. 4 days in the tent with the wild man and loving every minute of it, so fingers crossed we can see something later today.
It is now 10 past 12. The rain has just stopped, fair bit of cloud. We had quite a lot of snow last night. If you look up there on top of in the glacier there, snow filled in on top of the mountains. It's quite a lot cooler. There's Mark in the distance, surveying the situation, making his game plan. It's closed in a bit down in the valley now as we're talking, so we don't know what we're going to be doing, but we'll go and have a look and see what we can see.
After the excitement of yesterday's epic trek into the wilderness, it's more than a little frustrating to be hemmed in once again by the weather. So when the fog finally lifts, we're straight back out glassing. However, we're not the only ones taking advantage of this break in the rain. 2 young moose bulls are preparing for the rut with a few rounds of sparring. Whilst it's unlikely they'll be challenging the larger bulls in the prime rut, it doesn't hurt to begin honing your skills early. But these are not the only animals moving around, and we see glimpses of what we think is a grizzly bear feeding on the berries in the distance. But just as we're planning our approach, the fog descends once more, signalling the end of our day's hunting.
Right, we thought we were going to go off and get a stalk on a grizz this afternoon. It was a fair way out, and we made the plan, we got geared up, we even got the Bergens on at one time, and then the fog rolled in and the rains followed in after it, as you can hear. So we've just been in here and we've cleaned the guns, we've sorted everything out. Ian's sorting his wet clothes out.
Just getting folded up, tidied up, ready to go.
Yeah, as you can see, look at our bed space. Beautiful. Now we'll turn to the younger member of the crew. Yep, there you go. Where it drops, that's where it stops. Cool in the gang. So that's it until the morning. Hopefully the morning is going to bring bright sunshine and a nice steady favourable wind, and we're going to get some fur on the ground. Catch you later.
So day 5 of the hunt, and here we are where we normally are, sat in our tent. As you can see from outside, it's pretty rainy still, and the fog's come in. We did see some moose last night, and we did see some grizzly bear. The problem is we've got to find them again this morning, find a route into them, and hopefully the fog won't come in and get in our way. Really dangerous out here, you can't be moving around when the fog's heavy, but it looks like it's coming in even further. So just a matter of being patient, waiting, spending time with these charming fellas. Look at them, look how happy they are. Happy and smiling. All happy campers. Fingers crossed we'll get out today, but looking at this, no guarantees.
Whilst we can't get out hunting in the fog, we busy ourselves with chores around camp, including fetching glacier-fed water from the creek for cooking.
That's the stuff. Clean and clear.
It's vital that everybody pulls their weight and contributes to the tasks. There's no room for shirkers here.
Jolly campers.
Good campers, Tony.
Our food is predominantly freeze-dried. Oats for breakfast, ramen noodles for lunch, and Mountain House for dinner. Oh, and copious amounts of tea and coffee.
So it's day 5 of the hunt, and we're finally out with some decent weather. It rained pretty much from 8:30 last night right the way through to this morning, but the weather's been pretty thick on us. So that's a good sign for us. Not only can we get out here in glass, but hopefully the game will start moving around. Now on the far hillside to my right, we've seen a decent sized grizzly bear, nice dark one. Still looking for the moose that we saw last night and a couple of days ago. There's one out down on my left hand side here on the opposite face. He bedded down roughly where we saw him yesterday, but it's this patch out behind us that we're hoping that the cow, the 2 young bulls and those 2 trophy bulls that we saw a couple of days ago will pop out for us. But like all wilderness hunting, it's just a matter of being patient, but at least we've got a break in the weather. That's the thing that's been holding us back. Hasn't dampened the spirits, but it was getting to the point in time where we're wondering, are we going to get out and see anything or not? So it's just a matter of sitting down now, keep glassing the area, and sooner or later something should pop up.
The afternoon sunshine is a welcome friend after what seems like an eternity of rain. The stiff breeze also does a great job of keeping the incessant flies at bay. The sheer beauty of this landscape belies the very real dangers it represents, both from the rugged environment and its predatory inhabitants. Although we're eager to get out and explore its endless nooks and crannies, we know that planning and preparation are key to our success. From our vantage point, we can cover huge swathes of ground, letting our binoculars do the hard work for us. We can see the meadows that will attract the moose and the bright red berry patches on the slopes that are irresistible to bear. If we're patient and meticulous in our observation, the right opportunity will soon present itself.